Testing, testing. 1, 2. We got everything up and going. Ladies and gents, we are doing something new. Doing something a little bit new today. We are running kind of like a podcast kind of deal. We're going to have Kevin on here in a bit. Just kind of get to know him, get to know me a little bit more. Then we're going to start going through some crazy fucking stories that I have found. Yeah, we're going to call this one ChazB'sParty Bus. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have our beer. We're going to get Kevin in here in just a couple minutes. We're going to ask Kev some questions, figure out why Kev is Kev. And yeah, we're going to talk about some crazy fucking stories that I have found throughout the day and shit, and see what Kev's thoughts are. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and type them. I will work them in as we can. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and invite the Kevin Meister right fucking now. Kevin Edmondson come on the Twitch side actually. Oh, how you doing, baby? Guys, if you guys did forget, Jesus Christ. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook now. We're still trying to figure out the whole Twitch thing. Or not Twitch, TikTok. But we will be inviting Mr. Edmondson. Wait, that's me. Fuck, do I go back? Oh, invite. There you go. Invite. Invite is sent. We're gonna have Kev's beautiful fucking mug coming out and up in this. It was the first time Kevin found out he loves me. I'll ask him when he gets. Aha! I fucking moved his ass.
Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com?
I fucking drug your ass out of that lobby you were in. That was pretty badass. I didn't think that was actually gonna work. So, Mr. Kevin fucking Edmondson. First of all, how the hell are you?
Doing all right, bro. How you doing?
I am fucking doing. Robbie wants to start off the fucking chat with one and the only. When's the first time Kevin found out he loves eating ass?
When my wife first planted her ass on my face.
There you fucking have it. So no, pretty much this is gonna be, I'm gonna try to make it like a weekly thing. Have different content creators on every week, just get to know a little bit more of everyone else that's going on. So yeah, I got that. Kev?
A new hand
Yep.
touches the beacon.
First of all, where the hell are you, pal?
There we
are.
go.
There you are.
I was trying to figure it out here.
A new hand touches
La, 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 la.
Oh fuck. So,
Okay.
what is one of the reasons, or how long have you known that you have been like everybody, like everyone, especially us, we've known like gaming for a long time. What was the first time you knew like shit, like I truly fell in love with gaming?
I grew up gaming on the PlayStation and the Nintendos and all that back in the day. But I wasn't like a huge gamer up until I started gaming with you guys, because it's more about the vibes than it is the game itself. The games can be fun, don't get me wrong. It's the people you're gaming with that makes it that enjoyable experience.
You know how I feel about Call of Duty, especially. But I mean, if it wasn't for like you, Robbie, and like you said, the people that do have the vibes and shit, like I'd just delete that game. I'd give a fuck less about it. I'd go play my SnowRunner, and I'd rather drive a full fucking race at Daytona than just drop into Warzone solo.
I mean, exactly. I mean, like COD, I say it all the time. It's the greatest, worst game ever.
Oh yeah, COD.
and it'll cause you rage. It'll cause a lot of negative emotions. But as long as you're gaming with good people that have good vibes, it doesn't matter. It's you just enjoyed being around and bouncing off of each other.
See, and I mean, as much as I harp and hate Call of Duty, I mean, if it wasn't for Call of Duty, I would have never been doing any of this.
Exactly.
So, I mean, if it wasn't for, I guess, COVID and Call of Duty, ChazB wouldn't exist. So as much as I hate Call of Duty, I guess I kind of owe it one in the long run.
It's the same thing with Hellbilly. I mean, I'm the same way. If it wasn't for, you guys and COVID and all that, I wouldn't have started.
Exactly. I mean, I started out, hold on, let's see here. What's the first system Kev gamed on? Question from Robbie.
I actually gamed on the Atari. I had an Atari when I was a young kid.
So my first, it wasn't even like a first system. All I remember is going over to one of my family members' houses, and you remember them fucking AV games you used to get? Like, you just plug the red and the yellow in, fucking.
Yep.
That was my first one, and then my aunt ended up giving me an Atari, like you were saying. I love that fucking thing.
Oh, dude, Q-Bert and Frogger and all that shit. Pong, bro. I used to get down on that.
That was the shit, man. That was the shit. And then I went from the Atari to... What the hell was it? I went from the Atari to the PlayStation 1, but not just the big bulky son of a bitch. I had the one that you could fucking flip open, plug into the car if you're going for road trips and shit. And,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then I fucked up because I got pissed off as a kid at my mom, and to try to prove her a point, I cut both the power cords to it.
Wow.
Yeah, as a stupid ass kid. And then went from that to PlayStation 2 to Xbox 360, Xbox 360 to PS4, and now I'm on here. The PC.
I played a few games on a buddy of mine's house on Xbox, but I've never owned one. I was always the PlayStation kid. I had the original PlayStation, and I had the little, back in the day, they had what they called the PS1. The original PlayStation was like the big blocky one.
Yeah.
And then I had the little one. It was still a PlayStation 1, but they called it the PS1 because it was like real small and a lot lighter cream color instead of like the dark gray. I had the PS2. Then I had a PS3, but I was really out of gaming then because I was working. I had a family and all that. Usually more for the Blu-ray player than I did. I'd get on NASCAR, but other than that, I really didn't play games on it.
Yeah, and then sorry, Cam walked in and I was really distracted. Yeah, I mean there was, although that's badass. I just got given a fucking vape leash that's Lions colors.
Hell yeah.
I put it on my neck.
That's pretty rad.
No, I don't have to worry about getting pink eye every time I fucking rip ass in my chair and hit my vape. Because my vape fell between my legs. But, yeah, I know exactly what PlayStation you're fucking talking about. And the only game, like, it wasn't even PS1. The only game I could truly remember, like, vividly from my childhood, other than, like, Mario and Sonic and all that shit, was a game called Area 51. Have you ever heard of that fucking game?
Yes, I have.
I want to find that fucking game. I cannot find it anywhere.
I used to like what was it? I used to get down on Duke Nukem on the PlayStation 1. I loved Crash Bandicoot. See, there was another one.
Okay.
Yes.
Crash Bandicoot was the shit. That was the shit. That was the first game I ever raged on at the age of like fucking 7.
Hell yeah. It was a great game, but it would cause some rage moments, man.
So with all the with you getting your channel up and going, building a community, you're pushing out streams, you're creating reels, what has been your biggest battle so far going through with your streaming?
I was actually just talking about this to Kim on the way home. A lot of things, people see other streamers streaming and they're like, I want to do that. They're getting sent stars or bits or whatever the case may be, but it's actually a business. You've got to treat streaming if you want to grow and meet your goals and all that. You've got to treat it as a business. Back when I ran my own paint company, you've got to do the leg work. You've got to network. You've got to get yourself out there. It's not just click the live button and let's play some games. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you never see until you start streaming yourself. It's trying to find that balance of enjoying the gaming, but making sure you're still doing your business side. Getting yourself out there to new streamers, co-streams, pushing yourself out there to different groups or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and that, I mean, and admins and shit. I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking. I mean, you've seen it. I mean, you could go in and look at the insights, and you'll see it by yourself. Just get slashed.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna bounce back from that. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, running a stream is pretty much a business, and it's gotten even harder since COVID ended. I hate to say it that way. It's because everyone was at home. Oh shit, let's open up our phone. Oh hey, Chase is live or Kev's live. Let's go see what the hell they're doing. Pop in. Now everyone's back at work. Now everyone's, and then like not
exactly.
Like, people are having nothing wrong with it, but people are having children and they can't really devote that time. So now it's just more of a battle of how can we as streamers help each other, but also in the end get our pages up with the reach, because you're gonna, no matter what, no matter how many times you and I co-stream with each other, we're gonna, I mean, yeah, we'll have new people stop in from here and there, but you're gonna have your people that are always gonna stay in your stream, and I'm gonna have people that always stay in my stream.
Exactly.
There's just some, I mean, it's just people's loyalty and or whatever. They might not like the way I yell all the time, or they might not, whatever. I mean, because I don't shut the fuck up.
I mean, I think one of the biggest things is, branching out and trying to, you may not be, it may be more uncomfortable, but trying to set up co-streams with people you would never game with. And, I tell people all the time, what does it hurt to ask? If they say no, you're in the same boat you're in now. You haven't lost anything.
Exactly.
But I mean, get out there and ask this streamer, that streamer, whatever. Let's co-stream. Let's vibe out together, something.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, you know damn well I don't give a shit how good you are at the game. I don't give a shit if we go into, if like you were saying earlier, if the vibes are there, the vibes are there. I'm there for it all night.
Yep.
But I mean, if we're playing a game like Warzone and we just keep getting instantly fucking melted, and I mean, I'm not, very rarely am I one of the people that's gonna be like, damn, god damn it, we should have did this, that. I give a fuck less, but we just gotta restart and jump back in. But but I mean, like, gaming with like you, Robbie, all the people I game with for a reason, because I know the vibes, and I know it's not gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I mean, I've actually stopped gaming with certain people, just because of that type vibe. I mean, even like back, because most people, it's hard for them to understand. I didn't start playing COD till like a year and a half ago. I didn't grow up playing COD or any of that. My first time on COD was like May of 2021. That was it. And, it was hard for people to understand, I mean, he's learning and this and that. And, you're playing with certain streamers and they don't have those acceptable vibes. It's always, why are you doing this? Or screaming this and that. And that can turn a lot of people off, whether it's viewers or people you're gaming with. And so I try to keep that in mind as well.
It's yeah, I mean, I've had that talk with like Zach as well, like, because Zach was showing an interest in wanting to start a stream, and I was like, look, man, like, I'm all for it. I will support the fuck out of you however I can, but I need you to know, like, it's gonna be tough as shit. It's gonna be tough as shit to get your footing, because no matter who you are as a person, like even me, when I first started streaming, I was like fucking anxious. I didn't know what to do. Do I look at the screen? Do I look at the chat? What the hell do I do? And then you're first starting up, so you got technical difficulties that you don't know how to fix. So then
All the time.
you have to try to reach out, figure out who the fuck you can find for help, and it's. I mean, you know damn well what I'm talking about, but
Oh yeah,
it's just trying to explain that to somebody without scaring them out of doing it.
yeah.
It's just
'Cause,
trying
I
to
mean,
give them.
it can be very scary.
It damn well can be. And I mean, especially like there's been times even recently with like how my streams have been spotty, how my streams have been inconsistent. So, like, there's been times like I get home and it's like, fuck, I really want to go live, but then I sit down in my chair here and it's like, fuck, do I really want to go in there with a half-ass mindset?
You've got to have a certain mental, mental mind frame to be able to do it. Because I mean, I'm right there with you. There's days I sit down and I've actually taken, mental breaks. I made myself a promise at the start of the new year. If I'm not feeling it, don't force yourself to do it. Fuck the algorithm, whatever else. If you're not into it mentally that day, it's better to take that day off than to get on there and not have the vibes and the love and the positivity that I'm looking to spread.
Yeah, and then I mean, so with that being said, how is it? So everyone's kind of got like their own. Not we're calling pregame rituals. Fuck it.
Right.
So everyone's got their own way of getting ready. How the hell do you get yourself mentally ready to go live?
I come out here, I reset everything, trying to have the best speed I can with my shitty 2-string and a can internet kind of deal. But I put on. I'm a big hard rock, heavy metal kind of guy, so that kind of gets me motivated to do whether I'm working or no matter what I'm doing. If I can put on some heavy metal or hard rock, that always helps me mentally anyway. I've always been the guy when I'm working, I've got the headphones in and I work better that way. So I get out here, I turn on the music, and sometimes I'll get on and try to, watch other streamers just to try to get in that streamer headspace. Spend a few minutes here, a few minutes there, trying to, get into that motivation. But pretty much hard rock or heavy metal is my go-to.
Yeah, I mean, Robbie turned me onto that big booty mix. I mean,
yeah,
that's why, like, at the start of my streams, if you go back and see any of my old streams and shit, you'll see me just fucking vibing right out. Because I've already been listening to that for the last 15 minutes. Fucking just singing my heart out. And then I hit that live button, it's like, fuck, I ain't gonna stop now. Might as well fucking go with it. No matter what the song is.
A lot of times, it's hard to turn off the music when you're streaming. Like, I have the music on while I'm setting everything up while we're live the first few minutes. And there's times where I don't want to turn the music off. Like, I'm just vibing and enjoying it, or it's at a good part or whatever. I don't want to turn it off to start the gaming. I mean, I know that's what I'm here for, but sometimes the music's just hitting just right, and you're like, man, I'm vibing
the music
here.
gets you in a whole different mindset. You could be like, fuck, do I want to do this? And then you turn on, like, for me, it's Big Booty Mix or Ozzy. And it's just like, all right, you start listening to music, start bobbing your head, or you just your mic or some shit, I don't know, and just fucking go with it. We got, let's see here. Timmy says his way of gaming is to shake one off.
Hey, can't go wrong with that.
Kim says the real reason how you get ready is from the titty twisters.
Oh yeah, it's always anticipating it, getting ready for it, getting all excited.
And Robbie, I appreciate the 400 stars, my guy. Definitely not necessary, but so with all of our streaming shit out of the way, how do you feel about seeing what stories are true and which stories are fake?
What do you mean? As far as stories,
I found some stories on the internet. Some are real and some are fake. I'm gonna read you the story. And we're gonna discuss it, and then we're gonna figure out if it's real or not.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
I don't shake one off. You guys do. Oh, Timmy, fuck off. You definitely do.
Nothing wrong with a little man hand time. A little date with Pamela Henderson.
Okay. So, let's see here. Started off. A railroad worker rescued a raccoon from an oncoming train after its testicles froze to the track.
I'm going true. That's got to be legit.
Found the traumatized animal and carefully freed him using warm water and a shovel.
A shovel on the nuts, bro? That's scary.
Oh God! Imagine fucking.
Oof.
Mr. Mullis from Cochrane, Georgia, said I poured the warm water under his bottom while a coworker worked the shovel under his butt to try to break him loose. What the fuck? In the video filmed on December 19th, 2022, Mr. Mullis could be heard saying, "Poor bastard's nuts are frozen on the rail."
Dude, the image of the shovel on the nuts is just fucking with me so hard.
Oh God! Just hang on a second here. I'm gonna. I mean, you were right. You were right. This one's definitely true. But you gotta see like the look of like sadness on this fucker's face. Hold on. Look at that fucker up there. This fucker, he's like, God damn.
He's got that look of I done fucked up.
Oh. Fuck, do I end this one?
God, you poor little thing.
You poor little fucker. Stop streaming
Poor
that screen.
little
There we go. Justin says that's fake. It was in Georgia, I guess. It was 10 degrees and a raccoon. Oh God! Hold on, we're coming back. Look at this shit! Look at that shit! That's his fucking hair! That's his testicle hair!
Holy, he left some meat behind too, bro.
It's probably the shovel. He probably had a fucking spade shovel. Oh God! All right, chat. So that is raccoon testicle hair. In case you ever need to know what it looks like for future reference. Oh man! Imagine. Imagine.
Posted my
Oh, shit.
nudes on Twitter.
Of course, my mom pops in when we're talking about fucking frozen raccoon testicles. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mama Blackmer.
God, I can't get the. Imagine just, like doing the shit we did as kids, just like fucking running down the railroad tracks. Like, imagine falling. Somehow, I've had myself in plenty of situations where it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna run
glad
outside
when I was
naked.
running around naked everywhere, like I didn't run down the frozen railroad track.
It wasn't freeze your balls to a fucking railroad weather.
Jesus.
And then, because no, my luck, I would be the guy that has to get a shovel.
Oh yeah, I know how my luck is, bro.
My mom says that's my boy. Oh man. Imagine like going outside and just like imagine you live like right behind or right in front of a railroad track. Imagine going outside and seeing your dog's testicle like Joe Dirt just on the railroad track.
Oh dude, no, I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry.
They gotta come off now. Holy shit.
Get the burger flipper trying to scrape his nuts off.
Oh fuck. He says he'll stop when he's done.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I did, back when I was 11 or so, I got paid like $80. Everybody was throwing money in. That's back when being dared to do something was huge. And I was the dare king. Like, you didn't dare me to do something, and I wasn't gonna do it. And that's back when we had gotten a bunch of snow, and we had like one of them little small snowboards. Wasn't the one you strap your feet to. It was kind of like a skateboard. And I got dared to go snowboarding naked. And I did great until I hit like there was when a tree falls down, the dirt comes up with the roots and creates like a ramp.
Yeah.
I hit that bitch and went in the air and fell through the ice in the little creek up under it, bro. I thought my nuts were gonna fall off, dude. I was running home trying to get warmed up, and I thought I left them in the creek back there.
A new hand
We've had, I
touches
mean,
the beacon.
up here we have this thing every year. We have this festival called Shanty Days, where it's supposed to be
Okay.
like for all the ice fishermen and shit like that. I doubt we'll have it this year because we don't have any fucking ice. But usually it's like a big fucking winter festival. They have this thing called the polar dip. Well, they'll cut out like a 12-foot section of the ice, and then people just jump into the fucking water. Never in my fucking life will I ever do that. Ever.
I done it back when I was like 17. They done it over at the college here. But see, here they were doing it in one of the outside pools they have at the college. So it wasn't like they were cutting through thick ass ice, but the water was still like 30-some degrees or some shit like that. Never again will I do the polar bear plunge. I did that shit one time and never again, dude.
Holy shit, man. I still can't stop thinking of, imagine the fucking noises that raccoon made as it's fucking pouring hot water on cold testicles and then getting a shovel up your ass.
Yeah,
I don't even
the
know what to
noises
make.
had to be, dude. I wouldn't have been able to do nothing. I'd have been rolling on the ground laughing.
I don't even know if I would have helped it at that point. I mean, I probably would have tried, but I mean, if that train got too damn close, like sayonara,
Yeah.
motherfucker, I guess.
Sorry, bro.
Oh shit. Oh, let's see what we got. All right, we got another one. This one's name is the Fierce Fluffy.
Okay.
When I was around 8 years old, my dog followed my dad to wait with me for my school bus. While they were waiting, my dad saw Fluffy get hit by a truck. So he took him and buried him. When they went out of town for the weekend, but on Sunday evening when we got home, Fluffy was standing on our porch. Dad couldn't believe it and told us I buried him on Friday. Turns out Fluffy had just been knocked out cold, so he rose from the dead and waited for us to come home.
Are you serious?
You think that's fake or? You think that's fake
I'm
or
going
true?
through. I'm going through.
You're going true? Holy shit! What do you guys
It's the
think in the
wild shit
chat
that
side?
happens in the world.
Do you think Fluffy actually got buried alive? Imagine being buried alive. And
I'm claustrophobic, bro. Like that shit would drive me insane.
your mom's
like, I
gotta
would
go
lose
because
it.
she loves football games more. I know. She's a diehard football fan. She doesn't even care the Lions ain't playing. But the story is true.
There's some wild shit that happens in the world, man. It ain't much that surprises me anymore.
I mean, how the fuck did the dog wake up and just know, like, hey, I just gotta dig?
I'm assuming he smelt the air, maybe?
I mean, that,
Air has a certain scent to it.
yeah, but I mean, they buried.
Evidently, he didn't get buried very deep.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, did fucker bury it with like his nose out of the ground or what? It's like,
The dad was lazy and buried it like a half a foot in the ground. His tail was still sticking up out of the dirt.
it's something because there's no way in hell that if I got buried alive. What's Timmy saying? He was black? What?
What?
I don't know. I think I'm going back way too far here.
I'm
Yep.
lost.
Okay. So I think Timmy was saying the raccoon that was testicles were stuck to the track was black.
Oh.
100%. I just looked up and I saw he was black.
That's wild, bro. Can you
Like-
imagine the look on their face? Like, wait, I know I buried that dog, dude.
Yeah.
Shoot
Imagine.
that fucker. We got a
Imagine.
zombie dog on our porch.
I would have. I probably would have. Dog would have been perfectly fine. Just like, oh hell no, this ain't no Twilight Zone shit happening. This motherfucker.
Exactly. We got some Walking Dead shit on our porch right now, bro. I'm good on that.
The fucking dog's there, just wagging his tail, waiting for us.
Like, hey man, can I get some food?
The guy who got the raccoon free was black. Oh?
A new hand
Oh.
touches the beat.
So don't get
Okay.
it? But I'm just saying, if I bury, because I've had to bury a couple dogs.
Yeah, I have.
If I would have came home from work and just seen a fucking dog, like that dog just chilling there, it's like, I'm gonna keep my ass fucking driving.
Yeah,
I'm not going home.
stopping.
I'm gonna find a new house.
He can have the whole motherfucker.
I'm gonna go buy a cat. I'm gonna just kidding. I would never buy a cat. There's fucking too many
I said
strays.
the same thing. I got the cat we have for 2 reasons. One, there was a stray cat that my son was like 4 years old at the time, took a liking to. Well, the dogs got loose and chased it up the light pole, and he watched the cat get fried. The cat like hit the light line at the top, and like it became Chinese food before it hit the ground. And but I had done a lot of research about my son being autistic, and there's a lot of evidence that says getting autistic kid a cat helps them, start speaking more and come out of their shell.
Really?
So I got him the cat to try to help, because at that time at 4 he wasn't speaking very much at all. Couldn't speak very much. Couldn't pronounce words, a lot of that, and it actually did help him quite a bit. We
Really?
still have the cat. I didn't want it. I had cat scratch fever when I was about 8 years old. Like huge fucking cysts come up under my arm and shit, and like I almost had to go to the doctor. The night before I was supposed to go to the doctor for it, I woke up in like a pool of blood and pus and shit where it had busted on its own. Yeah, it's freaky as shit. I didn't never want a cat. Like, fuck cats, bro. But I got it for my son, man, and the cat ended up loving me more than it loves anybody else in the house, man. And I didn't even want the little fucker.
Holy shit.
But if anybody has autistic kids, man, getting a cat will help them come out of their shell and help them become more verbal and shit.
So, I wonder why that is, like, where the autistic part of it plays into, like, a cat.
I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's like an affection thing or,
Because, I mean, sometimes cats are, like, possessive to one person. So I can see it, like, because my old boss's cat, you'll let him pet him, but you go to fucking touch him, he'll fuck you up.
Exactly.
But I just don't, I mean, I know they have service dogs, so I guess a cat could be a service animal as well.
I want a service gator.
I want a service gator. I want a service fucking koala.
Get a gator with a spike collar and a leash, walking around the neighborhood.
I think it's good. But Cam just told me Tractor Supply sells service chickens and ducks.
I want a service duck.
Yeah, they put diapers and shit on them.
A diaper on a duck?
But then again, someone also called Cam while she was at work and asked if Tractor Supply sold bald eagles at one point, so.
Are you serious? They legit asked that question?
What? Yeah, because they have, like, Tractor Supply gets, like, the chickens and ducks and shit every couple times, and this guy called and says, hey, you guys sell any of them bald eagles? And Cam, not knowing what the fuck to say, she's like, I don't know, you have to look online. You have to see if it's on the online store. We don't have any in stock here. Cats like people who don't give eye contact, which are autistic kids usually don't like eye contact.
Yeah, they don't.
Maybe that's why cats fucking hate me, because I always look them in the fucking eye.
Which I look at my cats and my cat in the eye all the time.
Huh.
I'm the captain now.
You gotta start, what do they say? You gotta nibble on your dog's ear to show dominance to start. Start nibbling on a fucking cat's ear. This is, I am the fucking captain now.
I didn't know I was supposed to nibble on my dog's ears. Come here, Athena.
There was someone that was saying, like, if you get it, if you get a dog as a puppy or even like as a young adult, and it just keeps showing like that dominant side, and it won't like really mellow out. Apparently, if you like not like bite, but just like nibble on their ear, it's supposed to be like a sign of dominance. I'm not gonna go do that to Coop. He'll fuck me up. Hands down. He fucking 16-year-old boxer Sharpay. That man will still fuck me up if I went up and just nibble on the ear. My wife can get my cat to sit for a treat. What?
That's pretty rad.
What the fuck? No, Tractor Supply doesn't sell bald eagles, but they do, however, sell something called a big ass fan.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Spelled exactly how you think. What?
Yeah. Yeah, the boxing and everything is called a big ass fan.
I can see it. I can definitely see it. Just realized without the green screen active, Kev looks like the guy from Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention behind the man. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. What? And then Kim says, Kev can get me to sit for a treat.
Yeah, I can.
Alright.
I just do the helicopter.
Next fucking crazy story. Let's see here. I was eating lunch at Wendy's when Bill Murray sat down at my table, stole a French fry, dipped it into my Frosty, and ate it. He then looked at me and said, "Nobody's gonna believe you," and walked away.
You know what? I think that's true because I think I read that before. I think I've heard that.
What do you guys think, chat? Did Bill Murray steal this motherfucker's French fry and eat it?
It's Bill fucking Murray. Of course he
Bill
did.
fucking Murray.
Bill fucking Murray can steal any of my fries and dip it in my Frosty.
It is true. No shit.
That I believe about Bill Murray. I believe that.
Let's see what the next one says. When I was 19 years old, my boyfriend was stabbed to death while breaking up a fight. 2 years later, my boyfriend and I moved into a house that was split into 2 flats. I worked with the girl next door. Turns out she was my boyfriend's killer's then girlfriend. What the fuck?
That sounds like some Jerry Springer shit.
Hold on here. When I was 19 years old, my boyfriend was stabbed to death while breaking up a fight. 2 years later, my boyfriend and I moved into a house that was split into 2 flats. I worked with the girl next door. Turns out she was my boyfriend's killer. Oh, boyfriend's killer's then girlfriend. I thought he was trying to say that the girl was her boyfriend's girlfriend. Yeah. Whew.
Fuck it. Let's go false with that one. Sounds true, but let's go false.
No, that was false. It was false.
I was gonna say it's too much in there going around in circles to try to believe it. It wouldn't. I would with the way society is now. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, no shit.
Society has gone to shit, bro. You know, I tell my wife all the time, man, I hate the society my kids are growing up in.
Oh, you got that right, dude. It's
I wish
fucking
they
insane.
could grow up the way we did when I was a kid instead of the society. I mean, we never had to worry about the school shootings and any of that shit, man.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, my daughter came home from school. I picked her up from school last week, and she had picked up a stick. I mean, she's 14, almost 14, so I don't know why, but she had picked up a stick that was shaped like a gun. Like, you gotta watch that shit. You can't even pick up a stick now without them expelling your ass. Like, over a stick. Like, you can't do that. Don't. It's not because of me, but you gotta watch it because the way the schools are now, you can't do that. Kids can't have an imagination anymore, none of that.
Yeah, no, I mean, shit. I remember being a kid, fucking, because like I've played video games most of my life, but at the same time, I was also the type of kid that was, hey, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna find a stick shaped like a gun. I'm gonna hide
Yep.
behind this fucking wood pile and pretend like I'm a band of brothers or some shit, and I'd spend hours doing that. I mean,
Oh,
I was shooting guns at fucking 8 years old. I was doing all that shit. You can't do that shit now, and it's fucking crazy. I mean, I'm still all for teaching kids young about what a gun can do, but at the same time, man, you kind of gotta watch what the hell you tell them they can do now.
Well, my oldest, she was shooting guns at 4 years old. My son was a little older because of the autism. He was about 7, I think he was. Um, but I'm a big believer in teaching kids about guns because a lot of times you hear about the kids that shoot their friends or whatever on accident or whatever. They're not taught about guns. Um, I feel like if you teach them about guns early, you take the curiosity away.
Yeah, exactly.
And they
I mean, I'm all for
understand
it.
this ain't a video game. There is no, coming back to life
A
or any
new
of that.
hand
This is something
touches
serious.
the beacon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for like. Fucking told.
All right, so you cut out for me, so I didn't hear what you just said.
No, I was just like
That-
pretty much just going along the same topic of like Cam's not against guns. She doesn't like guns. She doesn't want to learn how to shoot one. She doesn't want to do anything about that. That's fine. That's her personal
I mean, everybody's
preference.
different. I get it.
But I mean, then you got me coming from a young age that I did learn about guns. The first gun I ever had was a airsoft 1911.
Yeah.
And I had to prove that I was responsible enough with that before I would even get to shoot a gun. First gun I ever got to shoot was a sawed-off 12 gauge, and it fucked my whole wrist up. And all I got told while I was sitting there crying is, "See, don't fuck with my shit." I was like, okay. I mean, I definitely think it's a big idea or a great idea to teach your kids about guns at a young age. As far as the age to shoot or whatever, I mean, that's just personal preference, really. I mean, that's more of a every situation's different depending on how mature your kid is at this age.
Exactly. Like it was different between my oldest daughter and my son. My oldest daughter was good to start shooting at 4 with the 22. My son, I didn't let him start shooting until he was about 7. So I mean, it is different on each situation. Yeah.
Everything's
There we
fucking
go.
reconnecting on my ass right now too. Yeah, Melissa said they have to be overcautious now due to the liability. If she leaves her classroom door unlocked, she'll get a ticket by the police and fined.
That is wild, man.
That's fucking bizarre.
But that goes back to the fucked up society we're living in now, though. I mean, I don't know. I wish society would get their shit together and give our kids the society they deserve.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, Robbie asked, what keeps you passionate about streaming?
Me personally, I deal with, mental problems, and I know how dark and evil the world can be. I know how easy it is to get into a depression or whatever dealing with certain things in life. So if I can get on here and help someone forget about whatever they've got going on in their life and smile for a few minutes, that's my goal. I want to try to at least give someone a few minutes of enjoyment, a few minutes of laughing or whatever that they may not have had all day or all week.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can relate to that. I mean, what keeps me passionate about it is pretty much the same thing you said, but I've also seen what it could do for me mentally, like mental wise. Because when I first started streaming, I mean, I had COVID when I first found my first ever streamer. Started started going through all that shit. Then I ended up losing my job because I had COVID and I just couldn't kick the fucking symptom of a fever. So then Robbie started streaming. I started watching Robbie. Then I started my own stream, and the amount of support and shit I had. Hold on, I gotta switch over my sound settings. My headset just died. That's nice. The amount of support I had when I was streaming was huge, and it brought me out of the depression I had. It truly fucking helped me as a person, just being able to stream. So once Cam saw that, she was all on board with it. I mean, at first, it's just like you or I, just first ever watching a stream, like, someone's fucking, like, he's getting paid to do this? Are you
That was my thought process.
fucking insane? Hey, wait, go back to the billing tab. I gotta do some research. Oh, shit.
I mean, and you're not wrong. Driving, gaming with, or just as much as I'm trying to help whoever's in chat. I've told Kim many a time, you know, what I mean, the streaming helps me just as much as I'm trying to help others, as far as the mental goes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like at first, because when I first kind of got into streaming, I was doing it as a source of income. I mean, I wasn't necessarily trying to, but with the way streaming helped me kind of reverse my mindset of, hey, I can't, like, I don't have a fucking job. I got all this shit piling up all at once. It fucked with me.
Yeah.
It truly fucked with me. Like I said, I mean, if it wasn't for mainly Robbie, I mean, shit, I don't know if I would even still be streaming or vice versa. It's just fucking bizarre. Look at where I was to where I am now. I mean, I'm not huge. I have no problem not being huge. I have no problem that I'm not making money now, because now I have a full-time job, but I also have a huge fucking community following that it's not even like a huge community, it's just huge support from the communities. Not even just my community, your community. I can come over to your stream and be like, I get, hey Chase, how the hell are you? It's just like, that's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome, in my opinion.
You know, Robbie and you are the main two that made me want to start streaming myself. You know, Dieter was the first streamer that I ever watched. And you know, that's where I met Robbie and you through all of that. But I used to watch Dieter in the mornings getting ready for work and, you know, waiting for my ride to go to work and all that. But, you know, coming in you guys' streams every night, and whether I was playing games with you or not, it was seeing how you guys vibe with chat and being able to make someone laugh and seeing how you guys
watching me smash beer cans
changed
over
my
fucking
day. You know what I mean? How, you know, I could be in a shit mood, but just jumping in you guys' stream and the good vibes coming out of it, I was like, well, shit, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to help someone else smile the way they help me.
That's just it too. It's just, I mean, there are streamers out there that are in it for just money, which is fine. That's their choice of a grind. I mean, there's streamers out there that are just absolutely kick ass at a game, and like Z-Lanner, that motherfucker will just drop 50-60 kills in Warzone and have no problem. But the thing I don't like about Z-Lanner stream is there's no interaction between him and chat, unless it's like between games, like, oh shit, Kevin Edmondson coming in with 1,500 stars, saying good luck in the tournament, and then he's done. That's it.
Yeah.
See, I mean, more power to him, because he made himself successful doing that. Fucking awesome. He's got his own community and shit. more power to them. Nothing against it. But I mean, my end goal when it comes to streaming is to just, I mean, pretty much what we have going now is, I mean, I talk to you every day. I talk to Robbie every day. I talk to all the people that like come into stream. I mean, I try to at least talk to everybody that comes in the stream and just try to keep updated with them and how you doing? Like, hey, do you need help with this? I'm not just necessarily here to even, yeah, Chase ripping his ChazB shirt. Yeah. But I'm just not. I want to build a genuine community because, especially, I mean, another reason why I started streaming, moved down to Saginaw, Saganistan, and I didn't know anybody. All my friends are 2 hours north, so she's like, all right, nobody likes to come down here because it's Saganistan.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I didn't really have any friends, and then I mean, the community started forming. People were talking to me. I was like, son of a bitch. That's what really elevated me. It's just like having. The most bizarre thing is I went from having lifelong friends that I lived with, saw every day, partied with, worked with, did all this shit, moved away, and like all that stopped. But I know, like right now, if I hopped on a fucking plane and went to Florida and didn't talk to anybody for a day, I know you and Robbie would be jumping my ass like, where the fuck are you?
Yeah.
How are you? Are you alive? What's wrong? What are you doing? I mean, you and I have never met, but true fucking friends. I would say
Right.
that in a
And
fucking
I've
heartbeat.
told Kim many a times, man, you know, which I moved around a lot as a kid. I changed schools 13 times from the time I started kindergarten to the time I started or graduated. But, you know, I've had friends here, there, whatever, even since I've been grown. But I've told Kim many times I've gained better friends, true friends, through gaming and streaming than I ever did with the people around my area.
I feel that, like, because I've been fortunate enough to, like, I mean, my friends are my coworkers.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
that's kind of the way it was for me.
That's just flat out. My like friends I see here are my coworkers. But just, are you back, Kev?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, just like you were saying, I mean, it's awesome having that fucking feeling of, you know, I had a bad day, and oh shit, looking down at your phone, hey, Jimmy Dukes went live. Hey, Hellbilly went live. Robbie went live. Like, I know no matter what, even if I pop into streams or not, I mean, I know I could just be like, I could shoot you guys a message regardless.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You know, guys aren't going to be like, well, you didn't fucking show up in my stream. You didn't fucking do this, that. You're not going to get any of that because you guys are genuine people. And speaking of the fucking devil, Jimmy Dukes Gaming coming with that fucking like, hey, yo. Hey, yo. So pretty much, yeah, by the way, guys, you guys can thank Jimmy for this idea because this is where I got the inspo mainly from. I mean, his Who Is series. You can check it out on Spotify. Please fucking do so especially if you guys are interested in creating content. Please check that out. So many great streamers he has on that show.
Amazing guy.
So much good advice, just things to look at, listen to. Please go over and show that channel some love on Spotify. Just type in Jimmy Dukes Gaming and you'll see the cutest motherfucker you've ever seen. He plays hockey, by the way, which makes him hot.
He is a cutie patootie, man.
He is a cutie patootie. So, I mean, going back to what we were talking about earlier, like our pre-stream rituals, whatever. That's probably what I should have said earlier, not pre-game. But
we know what you meant. It doesn't matter.
So, like you said, you like heavy metal, you like rock. I mean, I love all sorts of music. I always tell people I'm the oldest. Wait, what fucking year are we in?
2023? Yeah.
Okay, so end of the month will be 24. I always tell people I'm the oldest fucking 20. Right now, I tell them I'm the oldest 23-year-old ever fucking meet. My back's fucked up, my hips are fucked up, my knees are fucked up, and I care, like, I'd rather go sit at a bar at fucking 3 p.m., talk to the old timers, see what the hell
Yeah.
their life's going on, than to go
I've always been that way.
Exactly. Um, but, I mean, my main guy's Ozzy.
Oh yeah, I love Ozzy. I told you I named a dog after him, bro. Like I've always been a huge Ozzy fan, bro.
Ozzy, Ozzy's my fucking man, and I've been hooked onto his show, the Ozzy Jack's World Detour.
I want to check that out. I haven't seen it yet, but
You
it seems
fucking
like
need
it's
to.
great.
It's funny as fuck. Like, yeah, I mean, especially if you're funny as fuck.
Elevated.
Yeah, elevated. There we go. That's a good way. Especially if you're elevated, that show is fucking hilarious. The way Ozzy reacts to everything, like, it's kind of like, at first it was kind of sad because like you see something amazing and you got him. Wow.
With
That's
no
it. That's all he
expression
says.
at all.
Wow. But there was a scene, or there was an episode where they went to this place called Iron Mountain.
Okay.
Inside this Iron Mountain it's a man-made mine. It's meant to live through a nuclear war. So everything that has ever been patented, released, sold, is in that mine. Everything. Like they took Ozzy into there, and they showed him pictures of like him at his wedding. They fucking showed him the master recording of Crazy Train. Like with no editing, anything. They had the fucking reel that you just fucking hook up, go.
That's rad.
They have
bro.
every fucking thing in there for that. And I mean, in a way, it's badass because like, oh shit, we got hit by a nuke. I'm gonna go to fucking Iron Mountain, find fucking Ozzy's section, jam the fuck out to Ozzy.
We can jam out with Ozzy even during the nuclear
But at the same
war,
time,
bro.
if you or I ever come fucking huge and we have to create a business like LLC, anything like that, our shit's in that tunnel, and we'll never be able to see it because it's like such lockdown. Like all the shit from Disney, everything huge, or not huge, but like everything that's ever really been patented, like,
Right.
is in that fucking tunnel. You go in there and see the fucking first ever, probably not Danimals, those fucking animal plates that they had. Zoo pals, that's what they were. Oink oink, zoo pals. Okay, hear me out. Ozzy Osbourne, John Stamos, and Thor. Fuck one, marry one, and take them out.
All right, so I'm gonna marry Ozzy. I'm gonna bang Thor, and get rid of John Stamos.
You know what? I agree with that because John Stamos, Zoo Pals makes things fun. Oh, fucking Cam.
I bet she's elevated too.
She's getting there. I fucked up my tacos, so she's fixing it with chili.
Oh, okay.
But Robbie asked, where do you guys see everything stream wise, or where do you want to see your stream at the end of 2023?
Like I'd like to be, I'd like to have subscribers just as like a goal. I'm the type of person that sets goals so I've got something to work toward.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have something I'm working for, I get bored really easily. I'd like to hit 300 followers at least. I'm at 250 now, so I'm pretty sure that's a pretty safe goal to make. I'm gonna continue grinding for it. But just continuing the love and the positivity. That's a number one top goal for everything. I want to be known as one of the most positive, loving streamers out there. That's what I want to be.
So, with that, and I mean, like we were talking about earlier, with all these people still wanting to become a content creator, and then with the numbers of viewers just like kind of plummeting down, what are you doing or going to do for your channel to help you stand out against the thousands and thousands of content creators? What is something that you think you could do as a content creator in yourself, just to kind of give yourself that edge?
Um, you know, like I said, just trying to remain as positive as possible. And I mean, when you're playing COD a whole lot, it's hard to do from time to time
You got
because the
that right.
game can cause you to rage. I get it. But like I said, like I was talking about earlier, treating it as the business as far as doing the legwork, networking, showing up in all the other streamers, just saying hi, dropping by with the like and the share, and just putting myself out there. Trying to link up with different people that I don't play with, or haven't streamed with. Even if they're not in the same, like, I wouldn't necessarily call it category, but we're kind of COD streamers or whatever. But I mean, I'm down to run different games. Just trying to get out there to meet new people, and constantly, just instead of becoming stale, trying to get linked up with a lot of different streamers. um that's a lot of the networking, and just getting my name out there.
That's, I mean, that's part of what you said is the same reason why. I mean, like, I'll still play COD. Shit, I mean, as much as I bitch about it and I hate it, I still will, because it's a different game from, like, lately I've been on a fucking NASCAR grind. It's fun as fuck. I got the steering wheel, fucking get fucking pissed drunk, fucking turn
NASCAR is
left.
always fun, bro.
Yeah, fun as fuck. But I mean, that's something I've been trying to do a little bit more too, is just switching up games. And I know, like, especially with Facebook's algorithm, still don't know Twitch or YouTube's algorithm. I don't know how that shit works. Excuse me. But in the end, people are there to see you in the end.
Yep.
So if you keep playing the same game, doing the same thing, getting burnt out, that energy is gonna burn off to your chat.
Yeah,
So
it is.
you kind of gotta
Keep it
switch.
fresh.
You gotta run your stream. Make your stream, and the people that want to be there will be there. But like I said, with Facebook's algorithm kind of being wonky, if you go on there and you say, "Hey, I'm streaming ready or not," and you run it for your full 4 hours, you're gonna see a huge dip in numbers, because Facebook's not pushing those noties out because you're not playing Call of Duty, because it's not a trending game. And
Yeah, I actually, and I've had people tell me, well, it doesn't matter what game you play. That's not how it works. I actually have proof. A few months ago,
look at
I was
Hitman.
running COD heavy, and then I decided on a Tuesday night I was going to run Fall Guys, and literally went from being pushed every night for 2 weeks before that to 1.6, 1.7K every night of reach to 63 reach
Yeah.
because I ran Fall Guys. So I mean, it's it's difficult to try to be that way when Facebook is basically forcing you.
To play
If you
certain
want
games.
to get pushed out, is you've got to play these few games, or they're not gonna push your reach out.
And I mean, people could sit there and say it's bullshit, it's bullshit, it's bullshit, all they want. But I mean, the analytics don't lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we see the insights, we
Yeah.
see the numbers, and how it changes from the nights you're playing COD to the nights you're playing other games.
I've seen it. I've seen it when you and I have, like, even you and I have, like, oh, let's play SnowRunner tonight, and then it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, we've flipped our trucks fucking 14,000 times. Let's switch over to COD, and I could literally watch, like, just an example, watch my reactions go from like 10 up to like 30.
Exactly.
And you get like more heavier of a flow of traffic, which I get it. Call of Duty's a more well-known name. People are,
Yeah.
more people are gonna go on Facebook, look up Call of Duty than they are SnowRunner. I get that, but at the same time, I feel like Facebook, if someone follows you and they hit that exclamation point notify, no matter what, you should still notify them.
Yeah.
Because all that's doing is, all what Facebook's doing is pushing smaller streamers out in a way. And with all of us just continuing to go live, is proving them wrong. in a way, kind of, because like, oh, you want to try to kill my channel? Well, then fuck you, Facebook. I will fucking go live anyways. I don't give a fuck if I have 1 viewer. I don't give a fuck if I have 100 viewers. I'm gonna be the same motherfucker. And
exactly. I've streamed many a nights where I was the only viewer in my stream, or
exactly.
you know, I may have one other. I mean, but I'm not gonna. Okay, well, no one's here. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna be who I am, no matter what.
I mean, unless I'm like diehard focused on a game, I'm gonna be talking, because I mean, you've played enough with me that I just don't shut the fuck up. And it's been, I mean, there's even been times where like co-stream, like having a quad stream or some shit. Like, no matter who it's with, like, you hear all these other streamers and shit talking to their people. You look over your chat and you're like, fuck, I got 2 viewers and they haven't said a word in the last hour. So they're AFK viewing. But you know what? Fuck it, because
hey,
you never know when someone's gonna pop in.
Right. Or you never know when you'll
like,
get a raid.
I fucking love this guy's vibe. Or,
I
mean, you gotta be consistent with it. And that is a big, big challenge. Especially as a smaller streamer, is to consistently have the same fucking energy. Whether you keep
the motivation to keep being who you are, just because you don't have this amount of viewers, or, you know, I mean, you're not getting, see, like, I don't think I've had a stream yet to where I reached 30 reactions in one stream. But I'm going to be the same streamer whether I'm getting 3 reactions or 100.
Exactly.
Period. I'm going to stay the same.
Exactly. And I mean, for a streamer and someone that's supposed to be treating this like it's their business, like you were saying earlier, I don't look at the numbers, because I know every time I do, it doesn't necessarily like make me feel defeated, but it's just like with all the other shit going on in life, you're like, I poured my fucking heart out into that, and Facebook pushed it to like 1,000 people. Okay, there's fucking trillions of people or billions of people on Facebook, and it's like, come on. But you go fucking scroll through TikTok or Snapchat, and you'll see Facebook pushing out like Stone Mountain, Z-Lantern.
Yep.
Not like, hey, like they'll put the Facebook gaming logo and shit on it, and it's just a matter of, how do we as small streamers come together, but at the same time help ourselves succeed? And that's been kind of like my big thing. That's just been kind of my big thing going forward, is like, how can you and I work together without me taking anything away from you, you taking anything away from me, but work together to help boost both of our pages, not just one or the other. Just, and I mean, I've tried putting like your guys' links and stuff in my Knox bot.
Yeah.
Every time I fucking do that, I get fucking flagged. It's for spam or false advertising. It's like, how the fuck is it fake? He's talking to me right now.
Well, and that is a whole nother issue, because Facebook has a lot of bullshit with them as far as that goes, because they want you to be a streamer. They want you to, you know, push yourself out there, have people share your shit and do all, and you know, promote yourself, and then they flag you, or they flag your followers for doing it, and it's like, well, which do you want here? I mean, do you want us pushing it out, or do you not?
Well, I mean, I remember when you first started streaming, like, it was probably me and Robbie, because me and Robbie always fucking sing. But we were singing a song, and then, not 2 minutes later, you're like, and I just got copyrighted. It's like, what the fuck? Are we that good singers?
Yeah, I mean, and none of that makes sense. It's just like, I created a clip 2 nights ago. I was playing with Hobo, and as soon as I created the clip, wasn't shared, I just clipped it in the chat, and it literally got covered up for graphic content. And I was like, wait, I haven't even like posted this clip yet. All I did was clip it in chat so I could go back to it later. And I'm getting hit with the graphic content. And I went back, I've watched it, I've had other people watch it, and I have yet to understand where the graphic content was. So, I mean, that's something Facebook needs to fix. But I also think that Facebook has kind of given up on
Oh yeah,
the
absolutely.
streaming side because they, like you were talking about earlier, you've got a lot of people that are gone back to work. They're not viewing, you don't have as high a viewership as we did back during the peak of COVID. So you don't have as many people donating. So I feel like Facebook has kind of gotten to the point where we're not getting the money out of it we were getting in COVID. So why spend the time to fix everything
Exactly.
the way it needs to be fixed?
I mean,
it's almost like they've given up on it.
Just like you, like along the same lines, it's you clipped a reel that is a video game of you getting killed, something like that. Boom, flagged for graphic content. And I mean, Facebook does some stupid shit. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we're all here because it has the potential to be the biggest streaming platform. Everybody has Facebook. You can go out in a group of people and be like, hey, do you guys got Twitch? And you probably get like 1, 2 people like, yeah, I have Twitch.
My 74-year-old grandma has a Facebook.
Exactly.
Like,
you can get your friends, your family, and everything going off Facebook. You can get them all to come in. You can share it to your personal page, have all your friends see it. I can't because every time I fucking do, I get flagged. I can't share anybody's shit. You know how bad that makes me feel? Like seeing you and Kim come in, like, oh shit, you guys shared like fucking 14 times. I know if I share it, I'm going to fucking Facebook prison. I'm going to meet a man named fucking Zuckfuck.
We got to put money on your books for some Facebook honey buns and shit.
Exactly. Then I'm just sitting there fucking trying to talk through people through fucking text. Hey Kev, whenever you see this, say hi to me. Some
yeah,
shit.
I mean, a lot of that, I don't know if it'll ever get fixed. That's why one of my goals for this year is to get Twitch figured out and try to do some streaming on Twitch.
Mean, if you need help with any of that shit, let me know. Because, I mean, I was streaming on Twitch full time there for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot a lot of the shit. But all the people that I did meet on Twitch, and like Boss Lady JT, Corn Dog's wife.
Yeah.
She streams strictly on Twitch. She was one that was huge. And she's like, boom, like, this is what you need to do. This is how you do this. This is how you set this up. And just let it do its thing. Is where it's like Facebook, I know how to run Facebook. YouTube, I have no fucking idea. I go live and it just says like, hey, you're live, like you have one person watching. I don't know how to edit any of that shit. But Facebook needs to fix their support system. That's it.
I agree.
I mean, you can't tell me once with a fucking serious face that Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have the money to hire more people.
Oh yeah, he does.
Exactly.
But like I said, I just don't think they give a shit about it anymore.
You know how many people like you and I that know exactly what the fuck we're talking about that are looking for work right now?
Yeah.
Work from home. You don't gotta go fucking buy them a goddamn office if you don't want to. Just give us somebody to talk to. Like even Cam says, same with their marketplace. They banned her for no reason like 4 years ago. They refused to review her case. And she can't, like, every time she wants to go look at something on Marketplace, she has to use my phone.
And see, that's stupid.
Over Marketplace.
And it's not like there's actual people you can talk to about any of the problems you're having.
That's just like our copyright, and it goes against the community standards we get as streamers. We go to hit review case or disagree. I want to be able to type my side of the story.
Yeah, it's reviewed by AI, which is pointless.
We don't have enough personnel at the moment. You can't tell me Mark Zuckerberg can't take a pay cut and fucking hire some people to help out the people on his platform because all of his complaints that are stacking up are because he has no fucking help. There's no help for us, so we're taking it out on him.
And he chooses not to do anything to try to fix it. Exactly. I mean, if something's broke, you either fix it or don't complain about it being broke here. And I mean, we're asking you to fix it. I mean, you've got thousands of small streamers that want these certain issues fixed so we can, help ourselves grow or, help each other grow. That's why me and Kim started the Streamers United page was, to bring streamers together. It's not just for this one or that one. I
Yeah.
mean, we've got dozens of streamers on that page. Share it all. We can help vibe off of each other, help each other, do whatever.
And it's, I mean, those, I mean, I've been part of like JSK and like SGE,
Yeah.
shit like that, and I mean, it's partially my fault as well. I'm not gonna spew any bullshit there because of work, life, trying to find time to dedicate towards cam, dedicate my time towards stream, trying to balance all these different things. I haven't been able to network worth a shit, and that's on me. I'm not gonna blame that on anybody else, but at the same time, where the fuck, like, what happened there? Because every once in a blue moon, you'll see like something pop up in either one, whether it be the SGE or JSK.
Yeah, see, I was a part of JSK for a while, and I just didn't see the benefit from it at all. I was showing up in all the other streamers' pages and stuff when they were streaming, but I just didn't see the what's the word reciprocity or whatever, them showing back up in mine.
Reciprocation. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, one of those words.
The toxicity of our city.
Of our city. I mean, and I'm not trying to down anyone. Please, I'm not trying to be negative about it at all. But I'm being recruited by another one that was created by another streamer that I really vibe with a lot, Joker.
Joker's a good fucking. I remember when we first rated that motherfucker.
They started a group called Vibe Esports, and I'm being recruited by them as well. And I do need to get a little better as far as showing up in a lot of the other streams.
Yeah.
I do show up in him and Alpha and a few others, but I also have 3 kids, and I'm going to basketball games and picking kids up from school and doing all this other stuff that it's hard to get by everyone. I get that. But it's nice to be a part of something that when you put your work in, you see it coming back as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to be a part of a group that you're always showing up like in this one and that one and showing all the love to all these different people, but yet none of them show up for you.
Exactly.
And it's discouraging, to be honest.
It's almost like the follow for follow shit.
Mm-hmm.
You go into like those big Facebook streaming groups, Twitch streaming groups, YouTube streaming groups. Hey guys, you try to like you write out like when everyone first joins, like, hey, like this is kind of who I am, like feel free to follow me, this and that. If I'm not here for it, this and that, whatever. And then you always get the follow me and I'll follow you. Follow me, I'll follow you. Follow me, I'll follow you. Okay, what the fuck good does that do us in the end? I would rather struggle for years to get my page to where I want it to be than to be someone that sitting there has 14,000 followers and gets 10 viewers. The groups themselves have a great fucking potential because they're all streamers in there. Is that a ghost?
If it is, it just pissed on me.
It just pissed on me. But the groups themselves have the potential to be huge. Huge, huge, huge. And like I said, I've slacked on it. But you also won't catch me going into the groups being like, hey, I'm live. Because I have slacked on that. I feel like in order for me to be able to post in that, I should at least go show other people some love first. But most people don't feel that way. They're just boom, 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 hit it. And you might get like 1 or 2 different people to pop in here and there. But what do you see out there? Hold on. Cam's doing investigative shit. Cops are here.
Ooh.
That's Afghanistan.
Time to run.
There's like a fuck ton. Hold on. Chat, I'll be right back. Please stay here. I'm gonna go see how many cops are out there. I got told there was a fuck ton of cops out there. Kev, I'll be right back, buddy.
All right. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, baby.
Oh no, that's a fucking ambulance out there.
It's not all about the making sure you have the logo up or any of that, because I mean the logo doesn't matter. Because you can have the logo on there 10 times. You can have the logo on there just as big as your camera is. But if the group isn't showing love, what does it matter? You're not gaining anything.
Yeah, Cam's freaking out because there's 2 cop cars and a wham blam out there. So it's just showtime. But
wee woo, wee woo.
The 13-year-old kid probably finally snapped and killed his grandma or some shit. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's a story for another day. But yeah, it's just, I mean, that's another thing for Facebook. They have all these groups for the streamers that people have made. They've made. I really wish I could get Mark Zuckerberg on the line, because I'd be like, what's your plan going forward for us as small streamers? Because we're not bringing in the $10,000 a month in stars payouts.
But I can honestly
we're not bringing
bet
out that shit.
That us small streamers are bringing in just as much, if not more, money collectively than what a lot of these big streamers are.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when I first got into watching streams and shit, like, you would think, oh hey, coming in as a new viewer, you would think, oh shit, this person's got like 3,000 people watching. Let me see why. Like, and I mean, I tried, but in the end, it's just like, I'd rather sit there and watch somebody with one or two viewers, chat it up, have them be genuine and interact with me, than to just sit there for hours watching somebody play video games, not even going to be able to notice me. So, I mean, in a way, I mean,
not even thank me for taking time out of my day to spend in their stream.
Exactly, and they don't even know you exist. Because, yeah, okay, if you were to come follow my page, I get the notification of like, hey, Kevin came and followed your page. Awesome. They probably get the same notifications, but by the time you or I hit that follow button, there's fucking 4,000 other people that have followed.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't even know you fucking exist. So I'd rather spend my time in a smaller streamer, and like, I was just even like, is it coming?
I mean, I'm the same way when it comes to small streamers and small businesses. I'd rather spend my money with a small business to where I know it's appreciated and it's going than just padding the pocket of a huge corporation that could give a shit less about their employees, their customers, or whatever.
Exactly. You fucking hit it right on the head right there. It's like going to Walmart versus what small group. We got a store called Jack's Meat Market. You get the same shit. Yeah, you're gonna pay like $2-3 extra, but in the end, go to the same gas station every day. They learn who you are.
Yeah, exactly. I love
go to Walmart. They bring in different employees every day.
How's your family? You know what I mean? How's the kids doing? Or they
building
know what
relationships
you're involved
is
in.
huge. And
yes,
the people
that's the way I try to be as a streamer. With the people that are in chat. You know what I mean? How's your family doing? Or like with Melissa, how's your teaching going? Or whatever the case may be.
So like I know you and Kim are big in the like dog rescue and stuff, or shelter rescues. I mean, even if you and I didn't talk every day, I've seen enough of it that I can be like, if you or Kim pop in the chat, like, hey, how's the rescue work going? Like, that's fucking awesome, you guys, this and that. Whereas if I was huge, be like, if I even see it, oh, hey, thanks for the 4,000 stars, or whatever. I'd rather stay small and be genuine and be myself than I would. Because I've tried to think of it before, of like, just being like, hey, I've got myself in the mindset of, hey, what if I become big? Like, what would I do? and I just can't bring myself to think of like, hey, I would just like cut out chat reactions. I would cut out that
Right.
shit. That's part of who I mean, I get excited as fuck seeing everybody come in and like this bitch. And then it makes me
I do.
super sad when Streamlabs fucks up and you don't get the notifications. It's like, fuck. I get so hyped. Like when you pop in, Robbie pops in, Chandler pops in, Kyle pops in. Anybody that pops in, it's just like, fucking A. Like, thanks for stopping in, guys. Like, that's fucking
I
huge.
appreciate and see. I've told people since the day I started streaming. Look, I know there are tens of thousands of streamers out there. If you're taking time out of your day to spend 2-3 minutes in my stream, it is more than appreciated. Because I know you could have went to any other one, or you could be doing whatever you want to do in your life. So if you're taking time out to spend in my stream, I want you to know that it's appreciated.
It's yeah, and just like Lamont said right here, in which I'm guilty of it, especially here recently. He says one big problem is that small streamers need to stay together and support each other. Plenty of time supporting people who don't support back, and that's a problem. If you at least stay for a minute and comment would help tons. I understand everyone busy, but if we was all supported, the small streamers could make it. And see, that's the part that's tough, especially right fucking now, because I work like 60, 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
Then I gotta come home and I try to hang out with Cam. I try to run my stream, try to do my shit. And the next thing you know, it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
That shit's hit me way too much. It's like, holy fuck, it's already 1 o'clock in the morning. But Lamont, I agree with you 100% there. And that's something I need to be better of. And I'm not expecting anyone to. I don't expect anyone to stop into my stream. All right, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, well, Kevin better stop in today. Well, Lamont better stop in today. I don't hold myself to it because A,
I know I can't do it all.
I have no reason. B, like you just said, there's no way I can really be in everybody's streams, because even if I don't pop into your stream for a night, I still support the fuck out of you.
Oh yeah.
It takes a lot for me to, especially getting to know you as a person outside of streaming. This goes for any streamer out there, but getting to know you and shit, like, I will always fucking support you. If I can't make it in your stream, I do fucking apologize. I do apologize, but at the same time, I'm doing everything I can in a day and then trying to make up for it the next day, which puts
I
more load
also
on.
understand that, we all have lives. We all have wife, kid, girlfriend, boy, whatever the case may be. We have jobs. We have hobbies. I understand that, even like with mods, I don't expect my mods to be
To be
in
there
every stream that I
every
have.
minute.
Shit. I truly understand that we all have things going on in our personal lives that don't revolve around streaming. Even me as a streamer, everything in my life does not revolve around streaming.
Exactly.
I've got basketball games to go to for my daughter cheerleading. I've got my son doing things, or, I've got a little girl that just turned 4. I have a wife. I've got time to spend with them as well. So and I don't want people to think that I expect this or I expect that. I am truly appreciative of anyone that comes by my stream.
And yeah, how many times do I say fucking much love to you guys in a long ass post on my page? I'll say it. It's I'm gonna steal this one from Jimmy Dukes. I'm gonna steal this question that he asks every time to every streamer. Okay, so like I know Kim supports you and stuff like that to like do your streaming career. Not everyone's able to do that. Like not be able to have that support. So how has it been a beneficial factor for you to have Kim by your side? Because it's benefited the fuck out of me having you guys in there. So, but just as like you as a whole, just your page, not talk about mine, not talk about anyone else's. How has it been beneficial to you to have your not only your wife's but your children's support and stuff like that as your page as you continue to try to launch your page?
Um, well, it actually goes to, a lot of it has to do with her sharing and doing all of that, but it also helps off stream, bouncing ideas off. I mean, having someone to talk to about, well, what can I do to fix this problem, or what can I do to, try something different. Let's think of some ideas here, or whatever the case may be. She's always there to either give me the pep talk that I need for whatever the situation is, or helping me come up with new ideas, or helping me solve this issue, or along those lines. It's really huge to have. Dude, I tell people all the time, I am lucky as fuck to have Kim as my wife. Um, no question about it. Because I mean, I know there's a lot of people that stream and they don't have their spouse's support, or that show up and help, or come up with ideas. Just like the whole titty twister deal. That was Kim's idea. That wasn't mine.
Hey, we still gotta
And
dress up as girls here soon.
right. And it's great to have a support system, and it's great to have people to help you come up with ideas.
It is.
I mean, the old saying, two heads are better than one.
And I mean, going back, like when I first started streaming shit and I had to rely on it for income at the time, I was spending 8 to 12 hours a day gaming. And then by the time I was done gaming, it's like, okay, 12 o'clock in the morning, it's time to go to bed. By that time, Cam's already in bed. Wake up, she's gone for work because I slept in way too late, stuff like that. So at first, she fucking hated me streaming. She hated it. She can sit there and deny it all she wants. I know she fucking hated it. But as like everything kind of went on, and she realized how much of a difference it makes to me mentally, and then like I mean, I got back to work. I got back to me pretty much, because I was in a dark place. I was not me at all. So once I got back on my feet, and Cam saw this, something like, hey, this wasn't just a thing that he did just because he wanted to do it.
Right.
It's something that he truly cares about. And once she found out like I truly cared about it, is when she like flipped pages, because she saw like, hey, he's not just doing this to ignore me,
right,
blow me off, shit like that. He's doing this because it's helping him. And I mean, there's more times now that I'll walk in the room, like especially after this, because I mean, I'm gonna end this stream, go eat some food quick, take the dogs out. But I mean, there's been times like I'll walk in the room, she'll be like, hey, like, I have an idea for your stream. I have this. Like, I have an idea for you. Like, this would be a great idea. And they're like off the wall ideas because we're elevated. But you know what? They'd fucking work, because that's the way my channel is. My channel's identity is I'm not going to follow nobody's fucking rules. I'm going to be myself. Exactly.
It's not like being the super serious streamer that's got to play this game the exact same way, or this or that. It's having fun with it.
Yeah, because I mean, at that time when I felt like I didn't have cam support, every time I hit that live button, it was just kind of like, oh fuck, now I have to go fucking deal with Cam after this. She's gonna be pissed off I went live and I stayed live for this many hours. Now it's like, I mean, now that we're trying to work on like a schedule of like date nights and shit, just trying to like get it to where there's nights for her, nights for me, shit like that. She's all on board for it. She's all on board for it. She's not
Kim's the same way.
She's not one to be like, hey, you need to pay attention to me 100% of the time, but you're not gonna cut me out of it as well, which I'm absolutely fine with. And I mean, I'm still kind of adjusting to it, because like Mondays and Wednesdays now are her days off. Well, like tomorrow, I mean, I got a quad stream, I think, with Vanessa, Robbie, and I don't remember who else was there, but I mean, that was like one of our date nights now, because her schedule changed. Willing to work with it, whatever. But yeah, I mean, she's more like, if I have to go up to her, like, hey, we can only have like one date night this week, like, she's not pissed off about it as long as I don't do it all the fucking time. Like, hey, I need to go live tonight. I need to go live. But as a streamer, people don't realize how much time it takes. Like, even if it's only a couple hours, let's say you only run 2 hours. Okay, you're only running 2 hours, but especially now since they made the reels, and the reels are more visible than the lives themselves, now content creators are taking even more time, not live, to make the reels, create the content, try to keep up with everybody than they are with their loved ones, and that's what's shitty. And that's
it is hard to find that balance to make sure, you know what I mean, you're still doing positively on your page, but you're still spending the time you need to spend with the family and everything like that.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it's because I don't have kids. I mean, I have dogs and stuff. I mean, but I mean, you have kids, so you're not just taking time off to go hang out with Kim. You're taking time off to go see your kids' basketball games, your cheerleading, but you don't fucking miss a beat. You're always there for them, no matter what. You're always there for them, and they see that shit. But I mean, and then as they get older, they're gonna see like, hey, Dad didn't do this just to say dick jokes on the internet. He did this because it helped him. But
And I mean, I think it took Kim a little while to understand that, but she does understand that it's not just about, you know, going live or this or that. She understands that it helps me a lot mentally because, you know, I've been out of work and you know, dealing with the mental stuff of having the nerve disease that I have, dealing with the part of not being the not going to work every day and supporting my family like I always have. You know, since before me and Kim got together, I was working. I've always had a job. I've been the one to support the family, you know, make most of the money, do all of this and that. And then not being able to do that now put me in a real bad depression.
yeah, I know exactly how you're feeling. Like I was telling you earlier, I get it. I get it. If you ever need someone to fucking talk to, man, I'm here. I'll help you through anything I can. I mean, if I don't know the answer, I will find you the fucking answer.
I mean, it is definitely a big change. You know, when I'm used to working anywhere from 40 to 60 hours a week, easy.
Yep.
And I mean, you know, there was times when I actually had to stay out of town for a week or two at a time. And you know, that killed Kim. She hated it. Cried every time I left, cried at night, you know, all of that. But it's what I had to do to make sure we had everything we needed and try to give them the stuff they wanted.
Yeah, and people outside of like people outside of us don't know that. So like, I mean, like, cause you know a lot of the shit that's going on in my life, and I know some of the shit that's going on in your life.
Yeah.
I know some of the struggles you've had. You know some of the struggles I've had. So like, you and I connect on that shit, and we try to help each other off that. But let's just pick someone random. Let's say Lofty. Lofty tries to like message you. You're not gonna like, or like pops in the stream like, hey, like you just seem off tonight, or whatever. They don't understand what's going on mentally behind the scenes. Yeah, because we could fake our happiness for a couple hours on live, and then once we get off, we're like, fuck. I mean, that's kind of where I've been.
Right back into that hole.
That's where I've kind of been the last. That's where I've kind of been the last few months. And I mean, that's kind of why I just kind of jump started this fucking podcast, because I wanted to make it like official as fuck. I really wanted to. But being able to ask people questions about their life and how they overcome shit, I'm gonna ask multiple people that. And it's just kind of like watching a bunch of different streamers streams. You're gonna pick up on shit, like asking questions like, hey, this person had a little bit different advice. This person had a little bit different advice of how they overcame it. Now I'm going to apply that to myself, and I'm going to come back better than ever. Because right now, like I'm not even going to try to post a stream schedule, because I could go to work tomorrow and end up having to cancel on fucking Vanessa and Robbie because I got fucked at work all fucking day. And then you come home and you're just like, I can't even pretend tonight. But like, especially
that's
talking
why
to you
I made
tonight, I
myself
feel a lot
promise
better. That's why I wanted to do this with somebody I knew at first, because you know me, I know you, we can relate, and I want to just continue to like kind of like gradually work out. Like next week, I'll be in Indiana with Robbie, so Robbie's gonna be on for
Ooh
this.
la la.
Yeah, Robbie's gonna be on. I'm gonna be on Robbie, but you know that's besides the point. I mean, we're gonna like try to call Hobo or some shit, or just example. I mean, that's not like set in stone or anything, but just try to like find someone, because like I would have no problem coming down to North Carolina and hanging out with you guys. There'd be no fucking question about it. I don't give a fuck if I gotta sleep out in a fucking booby trap. I don't care. I'd come see you. But I would come up. I'm not even gonna tell you when I'm coming to your house. I'm just gonna show up and ask to buy your fucking car. I just want to see what happens. but
The last guy didn't like that too well.
Well, I would laugh. I would fucking freak out. Gav, don't shoot! Kevin! Kevin, it's me! I got a little dick, I promise. I'll show you.
Well, around here in this area, you don't just show up at people's houses when it's dark out in the country. Not the smartest idea.
Just saying. Now that I know what happens, I'm going to. So, practice trigger safety.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna keep you. I'm not gonna keep you going too much longer. You go ahead and start your stream, my guy. I'm gonna go ahead and get off and eat. Talk to Cam for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna hop on as well. And if you have an open spot, I would love to fucking join you. I appreciate you fucking stopping in, helping me out with this tonight. It's been fucking huge. It's been fun.
Like I told you, man.
I didn't expect it to go. I didn't expect this to go that well at all for the first launch. But I mean, holy fuck. Holy fuck. We ended up with more reactions on this than I've had in months. I'm
glad, man.
We're sitting at 33 reacts, 44 shares. That's fucking huge, man. And
hell yeah.
I mean, you were a part of this one as well, so you can take that as a part of your fucking victory as well, because yeah, people saw my link, but you were also the co-host, so you take that and put that in, even though the numbers won't say it, don't fucking forget it. Just know, like, hey, 33, 33, baby.
I'm fucking honored to have been asked, man.
I appreciate you so fucking much, Kev.
Man,
you go fire up your stream.
You're
I'll
like
stop
the little
in there
brother
for a bit.
I never had, man.
Same to you, man. Same to you. I'm gonna fucking hop off here, say goodbye to the chat, but you get ready to get your stream fired up, and I will talk to you here in a little bit.
All right, bro. Love you.
All right, much fucking love, Kev. Thank you so much.
Later.
All right, chat. Oh shit, I can't see myself now. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this one, just for me. Yeah, that one. There I am. All right, chat. Thank you guys so much. This has been fucking awesome. I didn't know how this was gonna work, so with you guys being on Facebook, let's go ahead and hit somebody with a raid. Let's go ahead and hit Robbie with the raid. Hit him with the hashtag ChazB'raid. I will see you guys over there for just a couple minutes. Don't forget, Hellbilly is going live here in just a couple minutes. So please, please, please be able to tune in to there as well. Let's go show Kev some love. And I appreciate the fuck out of all the love you guys have shown me tonight. I'll be back here and we'll give me in about an hour and I'll be back on. Thank you guys so fucking much. Thank you. I can't say it enough. I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Ooh, that's me. Ugh. Alright. Those of you guys watching on YouTube and Twitch,